Hi, welcome back to Doobrey's Day. Today on Doobrey's Day, we're doing an unboxing. For a little while now, our man cave has had the projector up here, but we've had no sound in the man cave. So we've decided to go and buy a 5.1.2 stereo system. Let's talk you through it. So this is the Onkyo HTS7805, 7805 is important, version of the surround sound. It's 4K Ultra HD, it's got Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, and it's got HDCP 2.2 HDR. Now the 5.1.2 was really important, so Dolby Atmos, as I understand it, gives you sound from the ceiling or above. Normally in the cinemas there's speakers above and they project the sound down. This system's slightly different to some others in that for Dolby Atmos, the front speakers contain two sets of speakers per front, so front, left, front, right. Now, both of them contain forward-facing speakers and they both contain upward-facing speakers. Now, they apparently project sound off of the ceiling, then down to the viewers who are listening to the sound. So let's open it up and let's have a look. Okay, so this is the box for the HTS7805. This is an Onkyo 5.1.2. Let's open her up. It's a big box. Whoa. Let's show you what we can see. So, on top of the box, as you can see, there's the usual periphery. Let's have a look. It always amazes me how much polystyrene you get in these boxes. Absolutely ridiculous. Ah, I see. Right, so let's say I'll put this down here. We'll have a look at it in a moment. Should we start with that? Yeah, I think we'll start with this one. Okay, first box. Let's move this away. I think this is the amp, because it's big. Get rid of the polystyrene. Usual periphery, controllers, instructions. Let's have a look inside here. Aha. Yes, this is the amp. Wow, that's a big amp. So let's look at the back of the amp to start with. There is numerous connections on the back here. Apparently this has got 8 HDMI ins and it looks like 2 HDMI out. So the HDMI ins are up here. They've obviously got the speaker connections here and a multitude of connections on the right hand side here. Sorry, on the centre. Phono, TV, CD, satellite boxes, numerous things that can be connected to it. It's also got Ethernet, it's got a USB SATA connection, looks like wireless. I can't remember now if this is Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth apparently, so we can have a look at that. Let's have a look at the front of the device. Okay, let's look at the front of the device. The particular setup, the HTS7805, that contains the receiver, which is an HDR695. See that there? This amp apparently has got far better output than the S5800 series. We'll power up in a little bit, but let's continue emptying the box. Wow, these are all the speakers. And there's a cat box. All polystyrene. Okay, I will bring you across so you can see what we can see here. What we've got is, now I don't know, I think these are the rear speakers, cables, rear speaker, front, right and left, and then the sub. As I mentioned, these speakers here, as I understand it at least, they've got speakers on the top and speakers on the front, so it allows you to get the Atmos experience. Let's go to the next level. Okay, take the wires out of the way. Phone connector there as well. Now then, up. Got speakers to look. These are the rear speakers. To show those. Onkyo. Quite simple, quite plain. Standard connections on the back. You've got a space to hook them onto the wall. Space for the two wires. Very nice. Nice looking speaker. On the back, exactly the same. Gives you an idea that it's a centre speaker here. Standard wires, standard connections. I'll leave the plastic on the end temporarily. So these are the speakers for these. Here we go. So, on the top you can feel there's another speaker here. I don't know if this entire unit comes off, but there's a speaker on the top. You can just see the texture there, and there's a speaker on the front. Now these are the front left, it says on the back here. Front left, and there's the front right in a moment. Just stick them in. There we go, it's on there. And last but not least, it's up. With the top brake. Sunny, sorry, you can see them. And there we go. There we go. What is up? That's the unboxing so far. Next on the video, we'll set up the unit and we'll do a demonstration of the sound and video quality. Thanks a lot. So guys, before I go into showing you the demonstration of the new amp, I want to show you a problem that we have. So up here on the back of the projector, as you can see, there are just there 2 HDMI connections. Now, the problem I've got is that I need to get the sound and audio and visual up until that unit. Now, I connect my sources from the amp to a device and then from the amp to the projector. Now, the problem I've got is I have no way at the moment, apart from using wireless audio, of getting the HDMI connections up there. So, I've purchased 2 NEET controllers, and I'll show you those. So these are the NEET controllers, and what they do, they allow you to connect via Cat6 cabling into the rear of them, 2 Cat6 cables, and then on one end there's an HDMI, on the other end there's the Cat6 connectors, and it's the same on the other end. Okay, but as you can see from the names, that is the display, so that will connect into the back projector via HDMI, and this one here will be the source. So in essence, between the 2 Cat5 connectors on both units, you have a cable going from here to here and here to here. And on the other end of the NEET connectors, you then connect your source and your display. And in theory, this would work. However, I've had problems with these devices. I've run the Cat6 cabling through the ceiling and through a socket on the side of the wall, and on certain days it would work and certain days it wouldn't work. So in the end, I've actually decided to bin that idea, and what I've done, I've purchased an HDMI wall plate. So as you can see, there's an HDMI connector on the front, so this will connect into a standard wall socket, and then there's an HDMI connector on the back. Now I've purchased a 20 meter HDMI cable and I've routed that through the walls, and then it appears up here just behind the projector, and then I've run a single extension cable from HDMI into the back of the projector. Now from the wall that I've got, I've run the cable to the back of the amp, and bada bing, it now works. So let's power her up. So it's all rigged up. Let's power the amp up. You can see the volume comes on 50. We're using Plex to run the system. We've picked Blu-ray DVD. The projector now starts, as you can see up here. So what's so cool about this controller is got CEC, which basically means you can use your Onkyo controller to control the devices on the screen. So I press this button, and what you'll see on the screen is that the mode changes to CEC. That means now I can use this controller to control the video that we're going to watch. In this example, We Bare Bears. Now obviously the projector doesn't look very good on the screen here, because it's not recording in full 4K, but to give you an idea, that picture is perfect. And the sound is unbelievable. So, that's the problem solved. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the unboxing of the Onkyo. You can see it set up and working. It's absolutely an amazing sound system. So if you want something for your man cave, it's perfect for that. Now, my advice, be careful of those HDMI extenders, the ones that use the Cat 6. I had nothing but problems and it took me weeks to figure out what the problem was. I subsequently run the HDMI cable and I get perfect vision now on my projector. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope that's of interest to you. Keep subscribing, keep pressing the button down here for subscribe and one of our other videos up there, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.